You've probably heard the advice that you need to customize your resume for every single job that you're applying to. Honestly, that advice is exhausting. And for most people, it's not realistic. However, not tailoring your resume at all can result in quite a few missed opportunities. So, what do we do? If you're new here, my name is Kim. I am a big tech recruiter and career advancement expert. I help professionals land higher paying jobs without stress or confusion. So, thanks for stopping by. Today, I am sharing a strategy when it comes to writing a resume. I call it the monster resume. It's not pretty, it's definitely not going on Pinterest. But once you build it, applying for jobs gets a whole lot easier. So let's get into it. Here's the problem with resume advice today: writing a customized resume for every single job you apply to is totally unrealistic. Let's say it takes 3 hours to customize this resume and you apply to 20 jobs in the week, which frankly is a small number in this market. 3 times 20 is 60 hours of resume revisions. That's like a job in and of itself, just revising resumes. It's not realistic and it's not an effective use of your precious time. On the other hand, a one size fits all resume will not cut it in today's job seeker landscape. It just won't. So, what do we do? My answer is to build out the monster resume. So, Kim, what is the monster resume? Some people might call it like a master document, but I like to call it a monster resume. And here's why. What you're going to do is you're going to take a Word doc or a Google Doc, whatever you want to do to house all of this information. It's just going to be for you, so it doesn't have to be pretty. It's just a repository of information. What you're going to do is you're going to go through your work experiences and you are going to list the accomplishments that you made in those work experiences, as many as you can remember. And you're going to do that job after job after job. I know it sounds like a lot of work. I know it does. But this effort on the front end is going to yield results in time savings on the back end. And this is how. You find a job that you'd like to apply to, and then you look at it and say, oh, these are the problems that I anticipate this person will be solving. You go to your monster resume and you pull the relevant work experiences, those relevant accomplishments on that document, and you stitch together this one resume like Frankenstein's monster to be as customized as possible to that position that you are applying to. You see, you're not starting from scratch, but you're not sending out the same resume for every single position. You are positioning yourself strategically by showing the most relevant accomplishments to that job you're applying to. Now, there are some instances where the monster resume might not make a ton of sense. In that case, I would build out job profile aligned resumes. Perfect example. Let's say that you are a software engineer, but you're open to roles that are software engineer adjacent. So you have one resume for software engineering jobs. You have a second resume for technical program manager jobs where you would be managing the programs and the projects and owning the system design conversations. And a third resume as a software development manager, where you manage the teams of the engineers because you have skill sets in all three. You might not need to do a monster resume every single time. The 3 profile resumes could work very well. The other instance is, let's say you're a NICU nurse and you're applying to the NICU at this hospital, and this healthcare system. You don't need to Frankenstein a resume for each healthcare system you're applying to because, generally speaking, the NICU work is going to be relatively similar. So maybe just one resume is all you need. But for the vast majority of professionals who have a varied skill set or are moving up the corporate ladder and transitioning from middle management to senior management or higher, where you would really need to showcase a lot of accomplishments and wins as you go closer and closer to the C-suite. Or if you are a solopreneur or worked for a very small company where the breadth of tasks was pretty significant, this monster resume is your ticket, because being the office manager, but then also the head of marketing and also accounting at this very small company, that might be confusing to a recruiter. So, a customized resume, depending on that skill set, by using your monster resume, is going to save you a ton of time. So, how do you build this thing, Kim? Really? Honestly, the monster resume is just a brain dump. Go job by job and brain dump all of the accomplishments that come to mind for you as you're going through your memory. Try to include data or statistics as much as you can. And then once you've done that, with each new work experience, you treat this like a living document, much like your career, right? And so what you do is you update it with each new accomplishment so that you don't have to go back and rely on your memory, because your memory, at least mine, is not the most reliable. So make sure that you're documenting as you go. The monster resume is not glamorous. And frankly, it's not supposed to be, but it does put you back in control. You're not scrambling every time a good opportunity comes up. It's there waiting for you in the monster resume. Your experience has value, every single piece of it. The monster resume makes sure none of that gets left behind. Be sure to save this video to revisit it as you start to build out your monster resume, and give my account a follow. I post content about resumes, interviews, and job search strategies, and I would love to see you here again. Thanks for stopping by and happy job hunting. Bye bye.